If we turn to situations like yours and like this, where you have somebody who is affirming the behaviour or pushing someone even into a particular gender identity or allowing it to perpetuate, that kind of affirmation at a key developmental stage of life, how widespread is that?
Well, it's becoming much more widespread because it's quite popular now to do the affirmation. I mean, this word affirmation has probably become, the key word in manufacturing transgender children. And so I see that affirmation as one of the most dangerous words there is. I know in my own case, when Grandma affirmed me, I look back at that and say, I was abused. That was genuine abuse. I mean, we're cultivating this, it's totally abhorrent behavior, because what happens, isn't it? The second you tell somebody about being able to change their gender, what you're really saying is, and stop and think about this for just a moment, is you're saying there's something wrong with who they really are. So you're trying to help them become someone who they're not. And so...
And is it true that they will never become that someone? Because if they feel like they're a boy but they're a girl, so they feel like they're not a real girl, but then they're going to become a boy, will they ever feel like they're a real boy?
Well, you have to masquerade through this whole thing. You have to invent all of these feelings and behaviors because they're not real. You're manufacturing them. You have people who are supporting you in your delusional ideology. And one of the problems with cross-gender behaviors is that it's contagious. When I know of several children who report to their parents, well, I just wanted to do it because my friend was doing it. So now we have a social contagion of cross-gender behaviors. I call them cross-gender behaviors. They're not transgenders. It's just a behavior.
And that would be perpetuated, of course, by people going into schools and planting the ideas in kids' minds. It puts it all out there, and it gives, again, the permission structures for people to start thinking this way, particularly children.
Yeah, and the madness is that, in some schools today, the kid can leave house and go to school in his boy clothes and have a locker at the school with girl clothes, change to a girl and take on a new name, spend all day as a girl at school and go back home as a boy. I mean, this is absolute insanity.
So they might go to the school counsellor and say, I think I'm a girl, and then there will be a whole system set up. They could wear lipstick, they could wear a dress, they could use the girls' bathrooms, they could be called she, they could get a new name, and that could all go on, I believe, often without the parents' knowledge.
Yeah, and in my view, everybody who supports that type of ideology is crazier than the kid who's cross-dressing.
Yeah. And you said it's a form of abuse.
It is a form of abuse.
Because and the fruits of this are not, they're not benign. They're not meaning. I mean, if you think about, a lot of people hear about transitioning and they hear about becoming the opposite gender, but they don't realize what's actually involved. I mean, how destructive is it for someone to go down the pathway of transition?
Well, it's so destructive that 40% of them, from the age group of 25 and older, will attempt suicide.
How does that compare with the suicide rate in the general population?
Well, it's about 20 times higher.
Right, for people who have transitioned.
And then the saddest story is the age group 12 to 24 is reported at 50% attempted suicide rate.
Wow.
If in fact it is healthy psychologically and emotionally to affirm people in cross-gender behaviors, then why are they so disturbed that they want to end their life? I don't know anybody that's happy with their life that spends their days trying to end it.